Welcome to Sacred Wandering with Keira Brinton. My friend, this is a corner of the world where time stops, where the noise in our minds quiet, where we have soft hearts and we open our palms and we ask. This is a place where we receive. I invite you to join me as we wander through the sacred together. Welcome to Sacred Wandering. Good morning, my love. Sorry I've been gone for a few days. We had our very first immersions here in Boise, where I was helping. We helped over 20 authors write their books this week in Boise. And it was the best. Honestly, it was the best thing we've ever done. And and we've done amazing things, right? Like we've helped people write books in Costa Rica and on sacred islands. And I don't know why, but maybe like the frequency of me being home, the frequency of me bringing people to the place in which like I meet God every day here in Boise was the most extraordinary experience. But I had to get my footing, so I did not record any podcasts this week. I deeply apologize, but I'm back. And I'm back on the road. I'm actually in New York City today. So I'm in my beautiful hotel room right downtown NYC, Times Square. My book, Transfiguration, The School of the Prophets, will be on the NASDAQ screen tomorrow. And I don't know if the NASDAQ screen has ever seen such a holy book. I don't think that's usually the books that go up there. And I'm so excited about it. So I'm like really, really looking forward to tomorrow. And in a way, grateful to be back on the road. Haven't been on the road in like a good 6 weeks. So it feels kind of nice to be seeing the world again. So we're going to begin with some deep breaths in. Yes, we're going to breathe in love from within every cell of our body. We're going to breathe in. And we're going to breathe out all fear. We're going to breathe in love. And we're going to breathe out fear. We're going to do that one more time. And out. We're going to call on all of our angels and our guides and in through the divine light that they may come and sit with us today and that they may be with us, that they may hold us in safety, but that they will work with us in our purposes and in our work, in our passions and everything that God has guided us to do. There we go. All right, I'm going to read to you a message that I received from God. These are the words that I received. Sink deeper into peace, and peace you will have. Speak over your life wonder and joy. Breathe visions into existence. Now arise and go and be. So often I think we speak fear over our lives. We speak frustration over our lives. And this message is a reminder to speak peace over our lives. Speak wonder and joy over our lives. Breathe visions into existence. The truth is that we are actually always breathing visions into existence because our mind ruminates on the things that we don't want. And in that, we are breathing those visions into existence. So you are always breathing visions into existence. Now it's time to breathe in the visions that God has given you. Now it is time for you to breathe the visions to life by blessing your life with gratitude and wonder, with blessings of peace and joy and hope, knowing that anything and everything is possible with God. It is only in our sacred surrender where we actually meet God. And so today, you're going to pick up one of the visions that God has given you, and you're going to put it into God, and you're going to ask that God will transfigure it into reality, that God may bring it here, right now. Then we're going to ask God to touch your cells, that your cells may match the frequency of this vision. That you may match the blueprint of the vision that you are being given. And then we're going to ask for this to be sealed with a blessing, and ask that God will place his hands on our head to give us a blessing today, that you may receive the words that are for you. And I'm going to be quiet while you receive. You're going to take a nice deep breath in, and allowing the words that came to you to move down through the cells of your body, coating your very essence, so that we may live and breathe with God's words within us. We're going to open our palms to the heavens, and we're going to ask God to show us what is the number one action you need me to take today. You're going to listen, and then you're going to commit to doing it. And we are going to give our angels assignments today. So especially while I'm traveling, I always call my children's angels, but especially when I'm out traveling. And so I ask that God will call in, and then I name all my children's names: Kale, Eli, Beck, Presley, Jones. Call in all of their angels, their guides, in and through the divine light, that their angels may walk with them today, that they may be surrounded with love and peace and safety, that the pathways to their greatest dreams and visions may be opened, that doorways will be presented, and that the right people will be brought into their lives to help them become who they were called to become, under grace and in perfect ways, so that they may follow their callings, their dreams, and their passions, and that today they are wrapped in the divine's love, and that they may know how loved they are. And then I call on my angels, and I ask them to go find the perfect fit people who want to write their most important books. And I ask that my angels will find them, that they may somehow find their way into my world, and that they may come to Boise to sit and to write these sacred books, these most important books, right here with me. So I ask that my angels will find them, gather them, and bring them to me under grace and perfect ways. And then today, I'm going to ask that my angels will walk with me and my team as we are in New York City, gathering the information and the content and the things that we are here to do, so that we can show the world what is possible, so that we can show so many leaders what is actually possible in their lives. And that, my friend, is how I work with my angels. And I give them assignments just like I did just now. And I've never shown you that. And I realized I needed to show you the template so that you could go forth and do that. And so I invite you to work with your team today, work with your angels, and know that you are never alone. And today, as you walk about your day, walk with your team, walk with your angels. Today, allow yourself to see yourself as God sees you. And as always, may you know how loved you are, and that you, my friend, are chosen for big and beautiful things. And with that, I thank you for wandering into the sacred with me. And I will see you tomorrow morning in our prayer corner. Thank you for wandering into the sacred with me today. If this episode moved or inspired you, I encourage you to share it. Think of someone who needs this message today and text it to them. Let's add more light to the world by welcoming people into our prayer corner together. I also want to invite you to create your own prayer corner at home, a space set apart where you can return again and again to hear God's voice. To support you, I've created the Sacred Space course, which guides you step by step in locating, creating, and dedicating your very own sacred space. You're also welcome into the Sacred Wandering Facebook group, where you can share the blessings that God is giving you and be uplifted by others walking this path. You can find both of these resources in the show notes, or just send me a DM on Instagram at Keira Brinton, and me or my team will send them directly to you. I want to thank you for being one of the rare humans who chooses to sit at the foot of God, to ask, listen, and do. And as always, I want to thank you for wandering into the sacred with me.